Welcome back to Lizzie P Beauty, and today we have a video that is 5 ways to stay motivated. Yep, that's right, 5 ways to stay motivated. And we all have those times where we feel a little bit less motivated in the things that we're trying to accomplish. But I have 5 ways that can help you, that have helped me recently in about the last 4 or 5 months. Okay, so the first one is dum dum dum, your mission and vision. Okay, so one thing that I didn't do when I first started all of these things I wanted to do, my blog and trying to be an entrepreneur, was write down my mission and my vision. And it didn't come to me until someone very important to me asked me, well, like, why are you doing all this stuff? What do you want to accomplish? And I was like, yeah, about that. And so I sat down and I wrote down what I actually wanted to do, why I wanted to do it. And it helps me to stay motivated because on the days that I don't want to get up and I don't want to film a video or don't want to write a blog post because of various different reasons and I don't want to, practice my nail art or anything, it's like, wait, I have a vision, I have a mission, and I need to accomplish that. So one thing that you can do is write it down, post it like on your wall somewhere, put it on your phone, screen saver, whatever, so that you see it all the time, so that you're constantly reminded of why you started and what you're starting on right now. Okay. So number 2 is time management. Yes, time management. No one likes to talk about it. But I will say that after I sat down and I made a schedule for myself, it helps me in big, big ways. Because I don't have a boss telling me, okay, you need to get this done by this time. You need to have these deadlines. And it has shown me that if I leave it up to me, like I will wait all day, I'll forget, or I just won't care about doing it. But if I'm not working my day job, which is a substitute, I have a schedule so that I get up, I get things done, I have certain times that things are going to be posted, I schedule the posts. Sometimes people think that I'm not responding to them because my posts are going out, but I may not even be at home. And so having that schedule, an editorial calendar of when things are going to go out, is a great way to manage your time and know what you need to get done. Okay, number 3 is change your language. Okay, so a lot of people may not understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and they may devalue it and say, oh, well, can't you just make that video later? Can't you just post a blog later? It's not that important. But if it's that important to you, then you need to schedule your time out, like we talked in the last point, but also change your language. So for me, when people ask me those things, hey, can you come run over here with me? You want to go do errands with me? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a prior commitment. Yeah, it sounds a little weird at first, but think about it. People aren't going to question you that much because what is it? It's, the fact that you could have a doctor's appointment, you could have a meeting, you could be going to school, you could be going to work, you could be going to a work meeting, you could be going so many different places and doing so many different things that a commitment, like people take that strongly. So if you're really committed to the vision that you have in anything that you're doing, and mostly I'm saying this to my entrepreneurs out there because a lot of times when you're trying to build something and people don't see it, they kind of just like, oh, that thing that you do, but to you, it's like your livelihood, it's your life, it's your passion, and you want to change it and say, hey, I have a commitment. Simple as that. Okay. So number 4 is passion. You have to have passion. It's funny, I was having a conversation with one of my really good girlfriends, and I was telling her, like, I eat, sleep, breathe, like, dream about beauty stuff. Like, I love makeup, and I love beauty on the inside and the outside, and what makes up a person, and I've always loved hair, and I've always loved, like, the girly things in life, and I've always loved lifestyle things, and, I'm very opinionated about stuff, and so for me to sit down and write a blog, it's not that hard of a task when I'm talking about things that I love. For me to go comment on other people's, it's because I really enjoy doing it. like it's a part of who I am as a person. And so I encourage you that if you're out there and you're kind of on the fence about something, to really take the time and find your passion with it, because if you have a passion, it's not a task anymore. It's literally like you living out who you are. And I think that sometimes if you lose passion for something, it's because it's become a task to you. It's like, oh, I just have this job to get done. But if you step away and you take a moment and think about, wait a minute, I know I'm in this routine of doing something, but when I first started this, how did I feel about it? And how do I feel about it now? And a lot of times, those reflections will lead you back to the fact that it is something that you really love, if it is something that you're passionate about. And number 5, my personal favorite, and the one I struggle with the most, is perfectionism. Perfectionism will kill you. It will strangle you. So I say put it down today. Make a decision. Put it down today. It's very hard for me, but I try to put it down every day. I don't try to pick it back up. Perfectionism literally can do 2 things in your life. It can drive you to a place of stress, because what you're doing is like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, I have to do it right, I can't make a mistake, I can't get anything done right. Oh, and so like you're just putting stuff out, but you're in a stressful place, right? Okay, and then number 2 thing that it can do in your life is it can shut you all the way down, all the way down, because nothing ever looks right, nothing's ever perfect, nothing is good enough. And so you're sitting there like, oh, I don't like the way that looked, and I don't like the way this looked, and I don't have this, and I don't have that. So I'll just tell you a few of my own, so that maybe some of you out there can relate, or put it towards your own thing. So, like my blog, it doesn't have a .com yet. I was so concerned about that. I don't actually have a camera. I'm talking to you guys from a webcam. I don't have lighting. Well, the sun's my lighting. Like, I don't have a logo. Like, I made one myself for right now. Like there's things and steps that I just needed to get started and get going and see the things that I did have. And the funny thing is that in April, I didn't have as much funds to go out and buy like all these beauty products and all this stuff, so that I could keep like a steady stream of new things coming out. And I looked at what I had around me, and I just started writing reviews on that. And I was like, oh, I've had that for a while, but hey, maybe people want to see it. Or I wrote a couple of different like lifestyle blogs, and those are like my top rated blogs ever, because people connected to it, because it was more genuine, more me not trying to be in this perfect little bubble and world. And I think that sometimes we try to be in a perfect bubble and world, and we hide from critics, and we hide from the haters. I love my haters. Everybody says that, but really we don't want people to critique us. But really, criticism is something that you need. You need positive critique. So I found this quote the other day while I was reading a blog, which I'll link down below. It's called Habits of Successful People. Start before you're ready. So I'm going to read you the quote because it really inspired me, and I posted it on my Facebook, and some other people really liked it too. So it said, "You're bound to feel uncertain, unprepared, and unqualified. But let me assure you of this: what you have right now is enough. You can plan, delay, and revise all you want, but trust me, what you have right now is enough to start. It doesn't matter if you're trying to start a business, lose weight, write a book, or achieve any number of goals. Who you are, what you have, and what you know right now is good enough to get going." And that, like I said, is from Habits of Successful People. Start before you feel ready. And a great company, Buffer, had sent it to me, and I was like, wow, it's all about this entrepreneur who just got out there and started like all these companies, and started Virgin American Airlines, and he did it because there was a need, and he couldn't get on a flight one night, so he's like, I'll start my own airline company. Like, who does that? Where do they do that at? So it's like, oh, like I could do something like that too. Like, what child? Oh, I can't get on a plane, so let me just start my own. That's amazing. So I wanted to encourage you guys today, and hopefully help you get motivated and doing what your passion, your vision, your mission is in life, and knowing that you can accomplish it. And if you have any tips about staying motivated, go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to talk about them with you and see if some of them can help me, because I need inspiration too. Alright, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.